Hello, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. And we design and manufacture those devices that our partners, our customers need, right? And being close to our partners was always our top priority to support them not only by local stock, but also by local support as well. And having, this close connection with our partners, with our customers, is essential to enable close feedback loop that allows us to create better products for different maturity markets and really to adapt the way we work in different corners of the world. As you see in the chat that our customers are from different really countries, different regions. And now as a result, we have sales and partners in more than 140 countries globally. As you can see from the map, we still have some work to do, right? But our goal, so to say, to paint this whole map in electric blue. And of course, this won't be possible without significant investment in product quality and certification, which is one of our key focus areas in order to increase market share globally. And at the moment, we are one of the top 3 global providers of cellular connectivity routers and gateways for IoT and industrial IoT. But of course, our ambitions just don't stop there, right? And what about last year? What about those challenging 2021? I would be really lying by saying that the last year wasn't challenging at all for Teltonika, for Teltonika Networks, but it was. But in the global, chip and components shortage crisis, I should say, we managed to reach the historically best year. We managed to grow the revenue by a remarkable 86% and reach 80 million euros in revenue. And even in the face of this component shortage, we managed to produce as many devices as our customers requested, as many as they needed. So our R&D team not only helped to sustain the production of already developed and well-established devices on the market, but also released to the mass production even 5 new devices. And to reach such really impressive numbers just won't be possible without our partners, and this close partnership feedback loop that I mentioned is essential for us. Because our focus was always to produce such devices that you need, that market needs, not the other way around. Therefore, 2 years ago, we started to manufacture switches because our partners loved and still are loving our quality of cellular devices, of course, and in the projects, often they need also a reliable switch, right? And they kept asking, so why aren't Teltonika Networks manufacturing switches? Why? Of course, we are not deaf, we listened, and we collected the feedback, and we started to produce such devices. And not only the switches, but also Ethernet and wireless routers too. And in 2020, we presented our first unmanaged TSW200 switch with PoE Plus capabilities. Of course, in rugged aluminum housing and with different mounting options. But you just kept asking for more. Then we added to our portfolio simple unmanaged industrial switch without PoE. Of course, with multiple mounting options as well. And the quality, the quality you trust. But still, you kept insisting that you require more ports, more possibilities, that you need a such switch which could have more total power budget, and it would be with fiber optic capabilities, right? And as I mentioned, we listened, we gathered information, and we delivered. Behold, our newest device to our switch family. Yet again, the first of its kind in our portfolio, unmanaged industrial TSW200 PoE Plus switch with 8 gigabit Ethernet ports, which all these Ethernet ports support 802.3 AF and AT standards on the market known as PoE Plus, as well as 2 SFP ports for fiber optics in industrial casing, of course. This product is capable to power up the devices up to 30 watts of power per port. TSW200 is our first device with 2-pin push-in terminal block because we want to offer our customers more flexibility when choosing the right PSU. And for those customers who are planning to utilize the full potential of PoE Plus Sports, and power budget is up to 240 watts at PSE. And of course, everything is in industrial casing. As you are able to see, right, we kept our industrial quality and design, of course. This switch is capable to withstand any kind of vibrations and any other harsh environments. And it's capable to work from -40 to +75 degrees of Celsius without any problems. As other devices, it also have different mounting options. And let's see a bit closer, right? The main part, the main thing, the front. We have added, as I mentioned, 2-pin power socket so that our customers, you, our partners, will be able to choose between different PSU providers. All 8 gigabit Ethernet ports with, as you are able to see, with PoE Plus capabilities, with the possibility to power up other devices up to 30 watts per port, right? And 2 SFP ports for fiber optic communications. I see that you have asking some few questions, so don't be shy. Put those questions to Q&A functionality. I encourage you to do that. And just a reminder about PoE and about PoE Plus. I think you all are familiar with it, which are both supported, of course, by this TSW200 unmanaged switch. 8 Ethernet ports with PoE Plus capabilities are capable to power up really different devices such as IP phone, access control units, access point, and of course IP cameras or PTZ cameras or any other PoE compatible devices or equipment, right? Of course, it simplifies any kind of integration, and SFP ports allows you to connect other devices which are located even further on. And now let's move on to the use case. But before doing that, I just wanted to highlight that we have really more than 100 different use cases on our website from different industries and of course from very different customers from all the world. So please visit our website and take a look at the ones that are maybe in your business field, and maybe you will have more ideas how you can have more business opportunities in your country, in your area. So now let's move on to the first use case, where the business challenge of security surveillance solutions that vary by circumstances. Setting up an efficient surveillance system becomes even more tricky for large areas, right? They involve much more extensive ecosystems that still require powering up options, reliable connectivity, and the possibility to set up multiple cameras without overcomplicating the whole infrastructure. For example, car park surveillance involves far-apart objects that are outside, right? In this case, a power source can become an issue just connecting the cameras to the internet, since Ethernet cable can cover only distances up to 100 meters, theoretical ones, right? So even it's less even that. So choosing the right connectivity product is really a crucial solutions like this. It's a must. Route X08 connects to the TSW200 switch via Ethernet port to provide the internet connectivity to the whole solution. As this unmanaged gigabit Ethernet device has 8 available PoE Plus ports that are sufficient to connect 6 CCTV cameras and an access point while powering up them at the same time. PoE Plus standard found on TSW200 provides up to 30 watts of power per port, as I mentioned, with a power budget of 240 watts of power, which would be enough even for more power-hungry PTZ cameras. Besides, Gigabit Ethernet offers enough speed and throughput for efficient video data transferred in real time. SFP connection serves in scenarios where really far apart elements require reliable and speedy connectivity. So as you can see, such connection from the first TSW200 goes to the second switch, and then from the second switch to the third one. And now let's move to the second use case where parking ticket machines are placed all over the urban areas. The considerable distance between devices makes connecting them into a single shared network challenging. In such case, the data has to cover vast instances without decreasing the transfer speed and of course the quality. However, an Ethernet connection's effectiveness falls off as latency and consumption increase as the gap between devices grows. Also, Ethernet cable is susceptible to electrical signal interruptions, making it less reliable over long distances, right? And lastly, each parking ticket machine has multiple components that require connectivity. So in this case, Teltonika Networks TSW200 industrial switch helps to create a single far-reaching combined network incorporating parking ticket machines all across the city. An Ethernet cable is only effect, as we spoke, right, under 100 meters. So for this reason, TSW200 features two SFP ports that connect to the other switches with a fiber optic cable and transfer data over the long distances, creating a shared physical network and stabilizing transfer speed. Meanwhile, the Route X10 Ethernet router provides a connectivity for this solution through a wired connections to TSW200. This unmanaged switch has, of course, 8 PoE plus gigabit Ethernet ports, interfaces, you can call it whatever, that provide connectivity and in addition act as a power source for the connected equipment if necessary. Multiple available ports make the entire solution more effective and really easier to install. Here, TSW200 also connects to an on-site server at the central parking lot, enabling it to collect and process all the data. So, as you all aware, probably our partners, our customers really are aware and know that we are adding, in the standard device product box, PSU and all the antennas if necessary. But with this device, we are adding only the device itself, of course, and QSG leaflet, and that's it. Why we are not adding PSU? Well, because we want to provide the best possible price for our customers and leave, the flexibility for them to decide what kind of power PSU they need for their project, they require for their projects. So, but if you would like to purchase, the PSU from us, and you will be able to do that. We are offering for you, our standard PSU of 60 watts, the same PSU which we are adding at the moment to TSW100, just with the 2 open wires. Also, you will be able to order a PSU of 130 watts with 2 open wires, of course, too. And if you don't need, for some reason, PoE functionality at all, you are able to use even our standard 9 volts 2-pin power supply unit as well. So really quite a short webinar, but focused one. So to summarize, the newest industrial unmanaged TSW200 switch from Teltonika Networks, I wanted to highlight the main features this product brings. 8 gigabit Ethernet ports, which all supports PoE plus capabilities and with power budget up to 240 watts. And for fiber optic communication, it has 2 SFP ports. And of course, in an industrial design with various mounting options and capability to withstand harsh environments. So thank you for your time, and I see that you have a lot of questions. So it really excites me to look at those questions. But before just doing that, I encourage you to follow us on social media channels, to subscribe to Teltonika Network's social media channels, as well as the newsletter. And of course, all information you can find on our webpage, but really our customers sometimes just don't know how much of information they could gather on our wiki knowledge base. So really, I encourage you to visit that. If you have any kind of inquiries or any kind of questions, please contact us because we have really a huge support team, a huge sales team. So in every country we are covering, and you will get the answers really in short time. So thank you again, and have a nice day, everybody. And I hope the spring will come soon, right? So thank you for your attention, and bye-bye, guys.